What's going on, Phils and John Colts? I am a Dash, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney this time to cross-examine Gumshoe on his statement of the direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? That is a very good question. It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Unless he went in there intending to kill Maya? Why would he do that? See, oh, that's an interesting. I guess because it's a girl. See, I was gonna go with like a German accent for her, a bad German accent. See, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing, or the point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. God, I can't do this. One thing I've noticed about this game is all the time the prosecutor tries to redirect from important points just because it might actually help me out. They're not actually interested in actual justice at all. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints! There were fingerprints! Oh, that is something good to know. Along with the victims. The defendant, my FAs, are also on the grip, sir. I would say that she was the one who pulled the trigger, but then again, the folding screen still. That still bothers me. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I can't do it when the text goes too slow. See, I walked right into her hands there. And I'm saying C again. The shot was fired from point blank range. Point blank, huh? So about how far away was it? Point blank. It was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Because of gunpowder residue? It's a pretty common thing to be able to tell. Tisk. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. God damn. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn! Yes, that makes sense. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. Yeah, I know. I guess it's exposition for people who don't. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Alright. Now, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Today I learned, except I didn't, because I've known that for a while. But Phoenix just learned. I guess because I introduced myself as saying a Dash, I did not learn. If I had introduced myself as Phoenix Wright for the video, I would have then learned. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? Presumably a knife of some kind? Which we don't have in our court record. It probably should be there. Okay, that's interesting. A fruit knife, so not really something that would be ideal for killing people. I see, whose knife was it? Probably belonged to the village. It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. That makes sense, it's their mansion, it would just be convenient. And of course my FA's fingerprints are all over it. Well, if she lived there, duh, she probably made some stuff with fruit every once in a while, or did dishes. All over it, huh? So, anyone else from the Fae Manor's fingerprints are there, though? This does not look good. I keep saying C between things. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I don't know what accent this is. It's just what I like. I don't know. The wound was not very severe, the wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? Not enough to cause instantaneous death. If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. Damn. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand, so it's to incapacitate him. Testimony makes Maya look like she had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Is Phoenix going to give me a clue here? Nope, he's not. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yup, sure can be. How so? One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. Really? A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. Stop saying the word fool or foolish. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Yeah, I guess that doesn't make sense. Unless the fruit knife was planted into the body after he was already dead. Make it look like he was stabbed and then shot, but he was really shot first. Does it matter then which was first? It could be an important clue to tell us who did it. Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right? What a pain. Judge is going to gavel hammer. That's enough! We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. Right. I brought the... See, and I keep doing it. I'm self-conscious about it now. So... We're done with that portion of the cross-examination. We're going to look at the murder weapons. That'll be important, and then maybe we could talk about all the other stuff again once those are actually in the court record. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well! The court accepts them into evidence. Alright, so there's a pistol that's added to the court record, and a knife which has been added to the court record. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. Wait a second. 2 gunshots? What? There was only 1 gunshot wound, wasn't there? I need to look at the autopsy report. I mean, a shot to the forehead at point-blank range would kill instantly, which means 1 shot killed him, and 1 shot went into the folding screen, possibly. Or 1 shot went into the folding screen and missed, and the other shot hit him? I don't know. This folding screen is definitely going to be important. Are the 2 murder weapons, both the defendant's fingerprints on them? This does seem like an open and shut case. Not quite. That 2 gunshots thing. Naturally! This is going from bad to worse. As in the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. I'm going to probably have a chance to object. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? I do. It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes, except I'm not going to. It's been almost 10 minutes now on this video, plus we had a little bit, I think it's been more than 10 minutes. Oh, you do, Mr. Wright! Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now will be the time to do so. And also play the immunity idol. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. Plead justified self-defense or plead not guilty. I'm going to look at the court record, but of course you're going to go plead not guilty. Let's see. I want to look at... Do we have the autopsy report yet? We don't have the autopsy report yet. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Right. Stabbed in chest, then shot at point blank, gunpowder residue around bullet hole. So only 1 shot is mentioned in this autopsy report. That and the folding screen, yeah, there's no... Maya was definitely set up. There's some shenanigans going on here. Let's plead not guilty. If we plead justified self-defense, we will basically be confessing to a murder, which we don't want to do. Well, it's really manslaughter, but... After the trial, Maya's life will be destroyed and she'd be labeled a murderer. We can't do that. I can't let that happen. Yes, thank you for reading my mind, Phoenix. Not quite to the word, though. Your Honor, I've reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright. The defense will not change its plea, and it'll probably shock karma. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. And I'm gonna get whipped. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright, Detective, I'm just wearing the gumshoe. Yeah, Yes, sir! Sir, I gather, is she like one of those, women in power positions who demand to be called sir because, only men can be in positions of power or something like the, like Gates and Castle or something? God, I don't know. Present to the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Okay, so this is going to be the one that we actually contradict things with. Yes, sir. Now, see here! Proceedings are run by, Eek! She's just gonna whip everyone. That was a funny little eek I did. Just a big bearded Dumbledore judge voice and then eek! When he gets whipped. God damn. Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead and give your testimony. Well, why does he allow the prosecutors to walk all over him like this? I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence, which is what? Incriminating evidence. I guess we're going to hear about it, aren't we? Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Splattered with blood. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Right, so we can't say just by self-defense anyway. So this is the costume! There certainly is evidence of back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links my fate to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this in evidence. Alright, so we're going to cross-examine that very short testimony. Maya's costume added to the court record. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on bone murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. She was somehow... Could the situation get any worse? If I yawn, perhaps. Huh, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Except it won't be. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. I just noticed that she does actually. Alright, incriminating evidence, cross-examination. Alright. Sorry, pal, there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. Let's press that. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kinda scary today, pal. How? Come on, come down, Mr. Wright. That was only for that kind of attitude in my court. Wow. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Apparently I'm scary today. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Press it. Maya's costume, or whatever it's called. Excuse me. I wonder if another medium was in there channeling, would she take on the appearance of a nurse as well, but it would still kind of look like Maya-ish if she was wearing the right clothes? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Well, I guess she has multiple pairs. I don't think we've ever seen her wear anything else, so as you can see, it's covered in blood. There's blood in the costume. Lab results show it is the victim's blood. Murmur. So there's blood for the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. Where there... I assume that's supposed to say, were there any, it's a typo. Were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well, Karma's going to object. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Time to move on. Oh yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. He always takes the prosecutor's side in the, on the first day, then it's sort of neutral the second day, and then it sort of comes over to my side the third day. It's sort of formulaic a bit. Judge's attitude, at least. Blah, more like a chew here. Excuse me. What should I do? Alright, I'm gonna take state, but I'm probably gonna press further, because always press further. Oh, we're going black. Why is this one Karma suddenly putting up resistance? She knows there's a problem. There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. I'm a little confused. What did she object about again? I can't remember. There must be a clue somewhere on this costume. Are we going to get a chance to examine it or something? I just have to look harder. Mr. Right! This one Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Alright, looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. There is nothing wrong, or there is one little thing. Actually, let me check the court record. Newspaper clipping. I don't want any of that. Let's see. Let me get a guide map of the Fey Manor. Okay, that's not going to help me. It doesn't show details of the channeling chamber or anything. Excuse me. Fuck. This yawning is ridiculous. Okay, so there's the key, which is apparently the key to the entire case, but I don't think it is for this. Floor plan's crime scene. Alright, that'll be help more specifically, probably sooner. But we're looking for the costume. Dr. Gray's autopsy report. Pistol, murder weapon was Gray's. Fired 2 shots. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Now, those two contradict each other, but we need to actually get them to come up in statements. The knife is a murder weapon. The small fruit knife belongs to Faye's. Bears Maya's fingerprints. Maya's costume, clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood splatters on it. Alright. No, I'm going to take a state. I have no idea what could possibly be wrong with it, but I'm going to say there's one little thing. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. Which is, I don't know yet. Well, what? What are you talking about, pal? Karma has nothing to say. Where is this problem you are talking about? I've come this far, there's no turning back now. I'm guessing I'll have like an option to show like where on it the problem is, like we have with pictures and like I guess the 3D stuff that we had in the last case, the 5th one. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Okay. Wait a second. I'm gonna take a state, but I think I see it. It's this hole right here. Is that a bullet hole? I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. There we go, that was the right answer. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here! A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on! What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder! Which means, what I'm guessing happened is that Maya wasn't actually wearing this. Whoever set her up, you know, it could be the nurse. I'm honestly, except, no, that doesn't make any sense with the folding screen. Whoever set her up managed to somehow get this off of her, put it on the victim, shoot the victim, then shoot him again in the head, or perhaps Gray fired a shot, and it hit the sleeve, then hit the folding screen. Then it might be justified self-defense for all we know. But I mean, I suppose if that were the case, not guilty wouldn't have allowed me to get this far. Excuse me. So anyway, either Maya was shot at or Maya wasn't wearing this at the time. Gunpowder! No one ever told me! Oh, that smells of gunpowder! You can smell it all the day after? It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Murmur. Order! 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 This is a very grave matter! It's supposed to be correct the court record first before anything else. Okay, we're gonna update the court record. Maya's costume. Updated the court record. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Karma says nothing to say. Exclamation point. Now she has something to say. Is she actually smiling? Okay, so this was in her plan all along somehow? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. I'm going to object. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree it's a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then I'm sure I will find one. No way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. The man attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Okay. And then I think I'm going to take a stake, actually. Because if there's a bullet hole in what she was wearing, I think what's probably going to happen is, he was fighting back. He attacked her first, which is why she has a bullet hole. Let's present mine. See, clothes mine was wearing. Let's check button for details. I'm going to just try to present it. Oh, music stopped. I'm right. Detective... Whoa, my voice cracked a lot there. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Have you called me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? That the victim was fighting back. I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. It would seem that way. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Indeed it would, possibly to justified self-defense, except we already screwed ourselves over with that. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha! What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I'm the "are you finished yet." Miss Von Karma! It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Now you... Why, that's right! Can I not change it now? Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No. Well, yes, that's true. And I got the little bow she does. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. How so? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. You mean by myself? So she was briefing him before on exactly what to say, and now he doesn't have that. So now we're gonna hear probably one more testimony, and then, we'll probably get around to folding screen related things. You want me to put together a scenario all by myself? She's not gonna admit that she's constructed the narrative herself. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. So, but this will probably mean, because he hasn't prepared, he'll probably say something that she doesn't want him to. During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. I thought you said that, that the stab wound would have, left him basically paralyzed. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but they were too close. He missed. He missed because they were too close. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. This scenario put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, just by listening, it does make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please remember from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Okay, what transpired? Press the first statement. During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. At least you still don't have a motive or anything, do they? There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And in body strength, it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. Well, it's a stab, not a punch or anything. I was going to object. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? My affair was in the middle of channeling, was she not? So, I guess, does that mean she might have had enhanced strength? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Question mark? When channeling with the crane channeling technique, the medium physically changes. So, how does she know so much about the crane channeling technique? With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the crane channeling technique. Well then. Like I said before, I am perfect. That's what your father said as well, and he was wrong. About what you were talking about. I didn't quite get. Well, that's Gumshoe's voice. About what you're talking about. I didn't quite get it. Me? ... Or her. ... Oh, never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. So he was stabbed, but the stab didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, it was pretty bad. How bad would you say it was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day. That is not relevant. And afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage is maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Okay. Ah! ... I don't know why for some reason I have trouble thinking like ... for karma. So, sorry! What was that statement again while the two were fighting? The victim took out his gun. The victim used the last of his strength to fight back. I'm gonna press the rest of the statements, but I think I might end up presenting against that with the knife. Oh, so when the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? That is a very good question. It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. The handgun. He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. How do you know that? Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? The nurse's revenge, perhaps? It was Mimi. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. I am too. I can't. I don't know why I can't with karma. The defendant then picked up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. Excuse me. Damn, this stupid yawning. Maya's never fired a gun before in her life. Well, I guess we wouldn't really get that. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it by pulling the trigger. Even me, I wonder. Am I really an amateur at it? Now do you understand? Avantkarma's logic is perfect. This testimony certainly makes us look very bad. There's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. Okay, I'm really feeling it! Alright, so we're gonna have to present something. We're going back to the beginning. I'm gonna probably guess it's the knife. Murder weapon. Let's see, 2 shots fired. Let's see. Savages at point blank range. How do you miss at point blank range? I don't know. I don't think this is it yet. See, it's 8 inches off the ground. I don't know. Alright, maybe that's not going to be relevant yet. Guy about newspaper. Oh, his costume. I don't know. I'm gonna take a state before I do anything. Say, victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. I think I'm gonna present the autopsy report against that, because of the point-blank thing. No, the music continued. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. No, it's not, see. Question mark! It does! I don't see anything contradictory! Huh? Really? Objection denied! Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Alright, I lost some of my bar, but I don't care, because I'm just gonna reload the stage. Oops, that didn't go so well. There we go, I got it. It's Maya's costume for the, they were too close statement. I should have gone with that. It makes sense once you think about it. I didn't have to look a walkthrough, though. We're missing the tiny hole on this costume. Will be the prosecution's undoing. The tiny hole. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said that the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? I thought we established there was blood. Gunpowder burn! This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh, so there's residue but no burn. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume, so it wasn't point blank. That's a very good point! And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. Colin was going to interject. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that? Anyone can explain anything away! Well, I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away, and it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. So they were already fighting before he took out the gun then. How was that? I'm going to object. As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. Was the gun already out before? That doesn't make sense to have the gun, stab him, and then shoot him, unless it's like Call of Duty or something. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. So, I guess, what, oh, that makes sense. I keep getting confused. I keep thinking victim is Maya because she's a victim of the terrible justice system. Well then, I guess because I'm used to prosecuting the quote-unquote, witnesses and whatnot. I don't know. That's right, the victim must have pushed the defendant away. Or I'm dyslexic that, to exactly what that was before. And there's a spider. Oh my god. Kill it. There's a spider. It's going under my keyboard. Shit. Fucking hell. I lost it. Well, we are now joined by a spider, folks. Oh god. Alright. Let's move on. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. It didn't look like a harmful spider or anything, so it went like into a little cubbyhole or something. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. It makes sense or something doesn't make sense. I'm probably going to go with something that makes sense, but I think I'm going to end the video here. So, we will talk about what probably doesn't make any sense in the next video. I'm Megan Dash, and I am out.